For the men who don't know why they shut down. You were taught to be strong, to suck it up, do not talk about your feelings, especially when it comes to your mother. But what if the distance you feel in relationships, the burnout, the guilt, the anger you can't name it? What if it all started with something you never had words for? What if it's the mother wound? This isn't about blame, it's about freedom. If you've ever felt like something's holding you back, but you can't seem to name it, this is the video you need to see. Watch now, for you and for the man you've become. Stay tuned for more transformative content right here at NeoYug. The mother wound. A safe space. If you're watching this, maybe something inside you knows that there's a pattern you can't shake. Maybe you struggled with relationships or have a hard time trusting women. Or maybe you just shut down emotionally and don't even know why. You are not alone. This video isn't here to judge you. It's not about blaming your mother either. It's about understanding what really happened, how it shaped you, and how you can take your power back. Let's talk about what many call the mother wound. So what is the mother wound really? The mother wound isn't some pop psychology buzzword. It's a term that describes the emotional pain, unmet needs, or unhealthy dynamics that can stem from your early relationships with your mother or the mother figure. This wound can show up whether your mother was emotionally distant, over-involved and controlling, dependent on you for her own emotional needs, or simply unavailable when you needed her the most. Sometimes it wasn't obvious. Maybe you just never felt fully seen, safe, or accepted. But those early experiences left an imprint. And those imprints may now affect how you handle love, trust, and self-worth, and also how safe you feel being emotionally vulnerable as a man. How the mother wound shows up in different areas of your life. In relationships and love, you crave deep connections but fear being too much or not enough. You often attract emotionally unavailable, critical, or needy partners, mirroring unresolved dynamics with your mother. You may also feel responsible for your partner's emotions or become the fixer. Conflicts feel unsafe, so you shut down or explode. Intimacy might feel threatening, especially when you're asked to be emotionally open. You might also struggle to express needs without guilt. In self-perception and identity, a constant inner voice whispers you're not doing enough or you don't deserve love unless you earn it. You shapeshift to be liked, hiding anger, vulnerability, or softness. You might over-identify with being the strong one and don't allow yourself to feel weak or needy. Your self-worth feels conditional on performance, productivity, or how others see you. Career and leadership. You work yourself to exhaustion just to feel worthy, or you might struggle with imposter syndrome even when you succeed. You feel anxious when receiving praise or taking up space. You might also avoid asking for help or delegating because it feels like weakness. You may even find yourself overgiving, people-pleasing, or being a rescuer at work. Being around female bosses or assertive women might trigger old power dynamics. The mother wound also affects your relationship with money. Money may feel like a stand-in for love, safety, or validation. You either hold it out of fear or overspend trying to fill emotional voids. Receiving may feel uncomfortable. You downplay or reject abundance. You may feel guilty for charging your worth or setting financial boundaries. You may also tie your worth to your income, status, or material success. Physical and mental health. Chronic stress, anxiety, or burnout from carrying too much emotional labor. You experience emotional numbness, cut off from all your body's needs. Somatic symptoms like fatigue, gut issues, or chest tightness during emotional conversations. You may ignore your needs until your body forces you to listen. There's a constant low-grade sadness or a sense of emptiness that you can't seem to explain. Personal growth and healing. You're deeply self-aware but still stuck in the cycle of self-doubt or shame. You resist support, thinking you should figure it out alone. Healing feels overwhelming because it means confronting what you never got to feel as a child. There's a hidden fear: if I really open this door, will I ever be okay again? But deep down, you're yearning to be seen, to be held, to be safe, just as you are. If some of these resonate, breathe. You're not alone. This is not about shame, it's about finally giving yourself permission to explore what's underneath the surface. So what happens when things get triggered? Have you ever reacted in a way that felt bigger than the situation? Like your partner says something small and suddenly you feel controlled, judged, like a failure, or like you need to shut down or lash out. That's a trigger. It's not random, it's your nervous system reliving an old story. So what could be some of the common triggers? Being told you're too much or not enough. Being asked to open up emotionally. Feeling responsible for someone else's happiness. Feeling dismissed, overruled, or unseen. Being around women who remind you of your mother's energy. These triggers are like emotional time machines. Your body remembers even if your mind doesn't. Where the wound comes from. Your mother was your first mirror. She shaped how you saw yourself and the world. If she was inconsistent, overly critical, or emotionally unavailable, you may have learned to be the good boy. Stay quiet to avoid conflict, be strong for others, and suppress your own needs. Prove your worth by fixing or pleasing. You learned to earn love, not receive it freely. That survival pattern? It may still be running in the background of your adult life. What it's costing you. The mother wound doesn't just affect your romantic relationships. It seeps into your self-worth, leadership, creativity, even your relationship with rest and joy. It can look like overworking to prove yourself, avoiding intimacy because it feels unsafe, struggling to trust, or constantly doubting love. Oscillating between craving connection and pushing people away. It may also feel like it's never okay to ask for help or not have the answers. You might have had to grow up too fast, be the man before you even knew what it meant. So what now? How do you heal this? You can't rewrite your childhood, right? But you can rewrite how it lives inside you. Some practical tools to start healing. First, track your triggers. When you're emotionally activated, pause and ask yourself, what just happened that made you feel small, unsafe, or like a failure? Now, write that down. Naming the feeling is step 1. Step 2, connect with your inner boy. Visualize yourself at 6 or 10-year-old. What did he need that he didn't get? Say to him, I see you, I hear you, I'm here now. Put your hand on your heart, let safety come from you now. Third, practice boundaries and expression. Try saying, I need a moment to understand how I feel. This is hard for me to talk about, but I want to try. Small truths can heal big silences. Fourth, find safe support. It could be therapy, men's group, deep friendships. You don't have to do this alone. You were never meant to. Journal prompts. What do I wish my mom had said to me growing up? How do I still try to earn love today? What parts of myself do I hide to be accepted? You're not broken, you're healing. Having a mother wound doesn't make you weak. It makes you loved deeply and something didn't land right. You're not crazy, you're not needy, you're not too much. You are a human being longing to be safe, seen, and loved. Healing starts when you stop performing and start getting honest. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present. You were never too much. You were just too unheard. And now, you get to rewrite your story. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more such content.